it's Lulu here, and 2019 is almost over! Yeah, I pretty much just wanted to make this vlog just to sort of like touch base with you guys, see how you're doing, let you know what's going on with the channel and what to expect for the future. I have a ton of plans for 2020 on where to take this channel, and I feel like I never really get to do this with you guys very often. I don't often sit down and make these vlogs to just give you the scoop on everything. So that's what I'm gonna do today, as well as just sort of like reflect on the year and the decade and like how far I've come, how far we've come as a channel, and just reflect on the past, present, and future. So without further ado, let's just get into it. So first of all, I want to thank you all so much for your support on the channel for the past 2 or 3 years, or however long you've been here. I know we've gotten some new viewers and subscribers from that recent Lost in the Woods cover. I really never expected that cover to get as big as it did, as fast as it did, so I can't thank you guys enough for it. I mean, last I checked, it was like sitting at 1,913 views, which that's just crazy. I have no words to express how thankful I am for that, and to all the people who subscribed to my channel after hearing that cover. Hi, I'm Lulu. I do some weird shit on this channel. So yeah, bottom line, thank you for your support no matter what point in time you came to my channel. I'm happy to have you here, and I hope we can go into 2020 together and stronger than we've ever been before. So that being said, let me give you guys some updates as to like what you can expect for my channel for the upcoming year and the upcoming decade. So normally how I've uploaded videos in the past, I just sort of do it whenever. Like, if I feel like I need to do a certain cover at a certain point in time, I do it. If a friend of mine's birthday is coming up, I just record a cover and then I just release it on that day. I've been very loose with how I've been releasing my covers. But as you guys know, I am always striving to grow my channel in every sense of the word. I want to sort of take the first step in doing that by becoming more organized, and that means getting a full-on schedule for uploads out. So I've been trying to get an upload schedule together for a long time for when I'm gonna release my covers, and I've just never done it because I'm always so busy. But I've already started sort of getting on track with that. Like, you know, I did my Halloween lineup back in October where I released a cover every single week, you know, like relating to the holiday. And I did the same for Christmas and for Christmas Eve and everything like that. So anyway, that's sort of the first step I took to getting a full-on schedule in place. That was originally how I was gonna do an upload schedule in the new year. You know, just do like weekly covers, like, you know, every week. That's redundant. But with my college schedule getting busier and everything in my life just getting increasingly busier, I don't think I'd be able to handle that kind of pressure every week. So what I'm gonna do instead, my official upload schedule for 2020, starting on January 9th, will be Thursdays every 2 weeks at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time / 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. And the reason I say both is because college. I go to school in the Midwest, but I do come back to LA for every holiday break. Like I'm here now for winter break, but I'm also coming back for spring break and, you know, summer break, all that stuff like that. So I'm constantly flip-flopping time zones all throughout the year. So really this is just for me to keep track of like when I should be uploading covers. Like, it's all in the same time frame. It's just a way for both of us to keep track of like when I should be uploading. So I guess while I'm at it, I should probably say the other time zones in which I'm gonna be uploading. At around the same time, it'll be, for you guys on Mountain Standard Time and Eastern Standard Time, it'll be 5 p.m. and 7 p.m. respectively. I know there are also some of you who watch my stuff from outside the US, and I'm sorry, I can't help you there. You guys are gonna have to find that out on your own. But yeah, that's gonna be what I'm gonna aim to upload for covers in the new year. I'm gonna try and hit every single deadline, but I can't make any promises. So yeah, that'll be for covers. Now, I know what you're asking. What about original songs? Are you gonna set a schedule for weekly or bi-weekly original songs? No, I am not, and let me tell you why. It's mostly because original songs are much harder to make and covers are generally easier for me to make. But there's also several other like personal reasons, like lack of motivation for me, lack of inspiration, getting ideas for me is always hard. That being said, I do have a lot of ideas that I want to carry out in my original songs. It's just that I don't always have the skill level in order to do it. Like for example, I don't play any instruments. I've tried to learn guitar and piano in the past and it just hasn't worked out for me. And I'm still working on learning FL Studio and I'm not quite a master at it yet, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me while I figure all that out. But rest assured, I am working on original songs. They just might not come out as soon as covers. Luckily, I am looking to change that in the new year. Along with this new upload schedule, I'm also making more original songs, being my New Year's resolution. So yeah, hopefully more original songs next year, but cross our fingers. Next order of business, Patreon. For those who don't know, I actually have a Patreon where you can sign up for different tiers, different reward levels, and different amount levels for like what you pay every month, and in return I will give you some rewards. So like for example, like an exclusive Discord link and role, exclusive song requests, and even a bigger reward, which I'll talk about in just a minute. So I've had this Patreon for a while and I've just neglected to advertise it for a couple reasons. One, I've just been too lazy to do it. The other reason is I don't really want to seem like I'm begging for money on either here or Ko-fi, which by the way, I have a Ko-fi too, link in the description, and my Patreon's linked in the description as well. And I'd set rewards for myself that I thought I could realistically meet, but it turns out I can't. So I'm redoing it all. I have completely revamped my Patreon with some new rewards, a new tier level, $50 if you're feeling generous. And if you can't afford Patreon or Ko-fi or anything like that, that's fine. I totally understand. Everyone's financial situations might not be the same, and if you can support, I would appreciate it, but you really don't have to. But yeah, I have taken the liberty of going in and revamping all my rewards, adding a new tier level, and the biggest reward of all, I am starting a new podcast! So if you take a look under my Patreon, you will notice that all the reward levels, all the tier levels, will have all the rewards listed under it, but one extra label under each and every one. Sorry, there was a plane. One extra label under each reward will be eligible for Patron Podcast. Now, what is Patron Podcast, you may ask? Glad you asked, dear viewer. Patron Podcast is a new idea I've tossed around, and I'm still figuring out the logistics of it, but basically what I'm thinking is if I can get enough patrons on board, I can bring one in for a podcast every single week, and I'll like sit you down, I'll get you in a Discord call, or even IRL if the circumstances line up, and I will sit you down, I'll interview you, I'll ask you some questions like why did you choose to support me, what's your tier level, if you're a content creator, I might ask how your channel got started and what's your process, and we can like compare and contrast. It'll be fun, and I'm hoping enough people sign up in order to do this because it's a really fun idea. I would love to get to know you guys more. And once again, I want to reiterate, you don't have to sign up for my Patreon. If you really can't afford it, I totally understand, but I would love to get to know you guys someday. So I guess the last thing I really want to announce, and this is another thing I haven't really been plugging too much because I don't want to feel like I'm begging for attention, but if you look at my sub count, it's 480 last I checked, and we are only 20 subscribers away from 500! So in celebration of that, once I hit 500 subscribers, I'm gonna be doing a Q&A. You guys can ask me whatever you want, and I will answer it. And there is a link down below. It should be the pinned tweet on my Twitter. If you leave a question, I will screenshot it and I'll answer it in the Q&A. And it's open until I hit 500 subscribers. And don't worry, I'll make an announcement once it's closed. But until then, I'll put a link in the description. It's on my Twitter. You can go ahead and leave whatever questions you have there. I'll try to answer it as best as I can once the Q&A rages. And with that, I think that's it. I don't really have anything else to share. Honestly, this year has been such a wild ride for me. I'm not gonna act like it was all happy and nice. There have definitely been some rough patches for me and for the internet as a whole. I know everyone on YouTube has been really struggling with Capo lately, and with the constant new policy changes, it can be hard to keep up with this whole site for now, and that's why I've been so quiet about it, is that I just don't really know what to say about it. Nobody really knows what the future's gonna hold for us, but I feel like if we just stick together, we can get through it all together, because we've already gotten through so much together, and I hope we can keep that up into this new year, into this new decade, and I hope YouTube doesn't end. But yeah, it's hard for me to believe that this year is already coming to a close so fast, and so much stuff happened this year. I'm not gonna bore you with the gritty details of it, because some stuff you guys just don't need to know. All I can say is I'm proud of what I've accomplished this year, and this decade has really changed me so much. I mean, one minute I'm graduating from middle school or elementary school or whenever I graduate from there. See, can't keep track of it all. The next, I'm here. I'm in college, I'm in a great department with people that really love me. To everyone watching in NIU, I love you guys so much. You guys are my rock, and I really can't thank you enough for your friendship and all your support. I love every one of you guys, and I love you guys watching at home on your screens or on your laptops or your phones or wherever you're watching this. I would not be who I am today without any of you. I don't really know what else to say except thank you. If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like and a comment down below telling me what you thought, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm Lulu Gray, and I'll see you in 2020. See you guys later. Bye-bye!